Playing hard to get more than a game. Ever notice how the more you chase someone, the further they seem to run? It's like a game of cat and mouse, but with real emotions at stake. You shower them with attention, gifts, and endless compliments, but they seem turned off. Frustrating, right? You start to wonder what you're doing wrong. This isn't just bad luck, it's human psychology at play. Our brains are wired in fascinating ways that influence our behaviors and reactions. We're naturally drawn to things that seem valuable, unique, and, let's be honest, a little hard to get. It's the allure of the unattainable. Think about it, a limited edition sneaker. Everyone wants it. The rarity makes it desirable. An exclusive club with a mile-long waiting list? Suddenly, everyone's dying to get in. The exclusivity creates a sense of urgency and desire. The same principle applies to relationships. When someone is a bit elusive, it piques our interest and makes us want to know more. When you make yourself overly available, constantly seeking validation, you diminish your perceived value. It's like offering a sale on something that was once considered premium. You come across as desperate, needy, even a little insecure. These traits can be off-putting and make others question your self-worth. Not exactly the most attractive qualities. People are naturally drawn to confidence and self-assuredness. But here's the good news. You can turn this whole dynamic around. By understanding these psychological principles, you can change how others perceive you. It starts by understanding the psychology behind attraction and applying a little strategic distance. This doesn't mean playing games, but rather valuing yourself and your time. Focus on your own interests and passions. When you have a fulfilling life, you naturally become more attractive to others. By being a little less available, you create a sense of mystery and intrigue. People will be more curious about you and more eager to spend time with you. Remember, it's all about balance. Being too distant can push people away, but a little bit of strategic distance can make all the difference. So next time you find yourself chasing someone, take a step back. Focus on yourself, and watch how the dynamics change. You might be surprised at the results. The allure of the unattainable: why we crave what we can't have. It's a question that has puzzled philosophers, psychologists, and everyday people alike. Why do we often find ourselves yearning for things that seem just out of our grasp? We're hardwired to chase after things that seem just out of reach. This drive is not just a modern phenomenon, but a deeply ingrained part of our human nature. It's a primal instinct rooted in the thrill of the hunt, the challenge of the pursuit. The adrenaline rush we get from chasing something elusive is a powerful motivator. Think back to our ancestors. Scarce resources like food and shelter were highly prized. The ability to secure these resources often meant the difference between life and death. Fast forward to today, and this instinct still influences our behavior, even in matters of the heart. We see it in how we chase after limited edition items, exclusive experiences, and even in our romantic pursuits. When someone seems easily attainable, always available at our beck and call, that air of mystery and excitement fades. The predictability can make the relationship feel mundane and less thrilling. We start taking them for granted, assuming their affection is a given. This can lead to a lack of appreciation and a decrease in the perceived value of the relationship. On the flip side, when someone maintains a healthy distance, pursues their passions, and values their independence, it piques our interest. Their self-sufficiency and confidence become attractive qualities. They seem self-assured, intriguing, and in control of their own lives. This sense of autonomy and purpose can be incredibly magnetic, qualities we find incredibly attractive. In the end, the allure of the unattainable is a complex interplay of psychology, biology, and social conditioning. Understanding this can help us navigate our desires and relationships more mindfully. Scarcity and value: how our brains perceive worth. Our brains are fascinating organs, constantly evaluating the world around us and assigning value to everything we encounter. Ever wonder why diamonds are so expensive? It's a question that has intrigued many of us. It's not just about their sparkle. While their brilliance and beauty are undeniable, there's more to the story. Diamonds are marketed as rare and precious, creating an illusion of high value. This marketing strategy taps into our psychological biases. This perceived scarcity drives up demand, and voila, we're willing to shell out a fortune for a tiny stone. The rarity makes us believe that owning a diamond is a symbol of status and success. The same principle applies to human interaction. Just like diamonds, people who are perceived as rare or unique often hold more value in social settings. When you're constantly available, showering someone with attention, you become the equivalent of a common stone. readily available and easily replaceable. This constant availability can sometimes lead to being taken for granted. However, when you limit your availability, engage in your own interests, and demonstrate self-sufficiency, you become the diamond, scarce, valuable, and highly sought after. This doesn't mean you should play hard to get, but rather focus on your own growth and passions. It's not about playing mind games or manipulating anyone. Genuine connections are built on mutual respect and understanding. It's about understanding the basic principles of supply and demand, even in the realm of relationships. By recognizing these dynamics, we can navigate our social interactions more effectively and build more meaningful connections. The backfire of trying too hard, pushing away what you want. Imagine this. You meet someone interesting and you're immediately smitten. You start texting them nonstop, showering them with compliments, and rearranging your schedule to accommodate their every whim. Sounds familiar? While your intentions might be pure, your actions can be overwhelming and even off-putting. Constantly seeking validation and reassurance can be perceived as insecurity, neediness, and a lack of self-awareness. Remember, attraction thrives on mystery and intrigue. When you reveal everything about yourself too soon, constantly seeking their approval, you leave no room for them to wonder, to chase, to win you over. Section 5. Confidence is key. Projecting self-worth without arrogance. Confidence is incredibly attractive. It's about knowing your worth, owning your strengths, and being comfortable in your own skin. It's not about arrogance or putting others down. It's about quiet self-assurance and a genuine belief in yourself. When you exude confidence, you send a powerful message. I'm happy with who I am and I don't need your validation to feel good about myself. This self-assuredness is incredibly appealing because it demonstrates emotional maturity, independence, and a strong sense of self. Section 6. Striking the balance, showing interest without suffocating her. Now, stopping trying doesn't mean becoming completely indifferent or playing mind games. It's about finding that sweet spot between showing genuine interest and maintaining a healthy distance. Engage in meaningful conversations, show that you're interested in her thoughts and passions, but don't bombard her with endless texts or suffocate her with attention. Let the conversation flow naturally, and don't be afraid to have your own life outside of chasing her. Remember, relationships are about mutual respect and appreciation. Give her the space to miss you, to wonder about you, and to appreciate the time you do spend together. Section 7. Respecting her space, knowing when to step back. One of the most crucial aspects of this approach is respecting her boundaries. If she's not reciprocating your interest or seems distant, don't chase after her. Give her the space she needs and focus on yourself. Pursue your passions, spend time with friends, and continue building a life you love. This not only demonstrates self-respect but also makes you more attractive by showcasing your independence and well-rounded life. Section 8. Takeaway: be your best self and let the chips fall where they may. At the end of the day, the most attractive thing you can be is your most authentic, confident self. Focus on building a life you love, pursuing your passions, and nurturing your self-worth. When you stop chasing validation and focus on your own growth, you become a magnet for genuine connection. You attract people who appreciate you for who you are, not for what you can do for them. So stop chasing, start living, and watch how the right people gravitate towards your confidence and self-assuredness.